Right, so now that we know how to configure MASM, we are now going to start writing our first program. So you can use any text editor to write your program, and let's use Notepad right now. So the first statement of our program will always be include irwin32.inc. So this is the include file that needs to be added to our program, and it is present in the include folder of the MASM 615 directory. Then we have .data, which basically means the data segment that begins from here, and we can declare all our variables here. So let's say v1 is a variable of type word, which has been initialized with 20 hexadecimal. Then we have array b, let's say, which is of type byte, and we want to initialize it with 3 elements, and here they are. So now array b has 3 elements, each of type byte, and we have also initialized them. Then we have array w of type word. We don't want to initialize this array, but we would like to set up space for it, or reserve space for array w, and we know that it is going to have 10 elements. All of them will have they will have 10 elements, and we want to initialize all those 10 elements to 0. Also, if you want to leave them uninitialized, you can also place a question mark here. So let's put a 0 here right now, so that all of them are initialized to 0. So this basically means array w should be a word type of an array, which should have 10 elements, and we are duplicating this type 10 times. So a space of 10 elements, each of type word, that is 2 bytes, will be reserved for array w. And remember that all variables declared here will be assigned continuous memory locations in memory. Right, so next we're going to start our code segment. So this is our the beginning of our code segment, which basically means this is where our code will be. Then main procedure is the start of our main procedure, which is always the first procedure which gets the control. At the end of the main procedure, we have an exit statement, which means this is a DOS command which is telling the operating system to let go of this program, and it has been completely executed. Then the main procedure ends with main end p, and the whole program ends with end main. So if you have any other sub procedures, you can declare them over here, or of course before the main procedure. Also, now we can start writing our instructions within the main procedure, and they all have to end before exit statement. Also, if you write anything after the end main line, it will not be executed, so it will be just disregarded by the assembler. So now if I write some instructions here, like move ax, 23 hexadecimal, which is an immediate value or an immediate operand, then I'm asking it to move 23 hexadecimal as a number, as an immediate or a constant value inside the AX register. Then I can check the result of this instruction by using call dump register, which is a predefined procedure. So right now let's save this file in the same MASM 615 folder. Here select all files and give it any name, like let's say test1.asm. So you have to give the extension .asm. Then open up the DOS prompt or the command prompt, and now go to the MASM 615 folder, and now you can assemble a file using make32 space test.test, and so the name of my file was test1. So now let's try test1.asm. So the file has been assembled without errors.